हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस लेक्चर में हम इंटरपोलेशन के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. The basic idea is we want to calculate the intermediate value between the given discrete data. So let's take an example and try to understand it further. यहाँ पर हमारे पास किसी एक स्पेसिफिक एरिया की पॉपुलेशन गिवन है इन ईयर 1990, 1993, 1999, 2004, 2008, 2015 and 2019. Now the question is how we can estimate the population in year 1992 or in 1991 or in 2000 or in any year where the population is not given. The answer to this question is that we can do it by using polynomial interpolation. बेसिक आइडिया क्या है इसमें कि हम एक polynomial equation ड्राइव करने की कोशिश करेंगे whose graph is passing through all these discrete points. Now, two most popular polynomial interpolation methods are Newton's interpolation and Lagrange's interpolation. यहाँ पर इस लेक्चर में हम सिर्फ न्यूटन्स इंटरपोलेशन के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. Now let's consider the general form of nth order polynomial जिसको हम लिखते हैं a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus the series goes on to the last term which is an x power n. Now the alternative form of this equation can be written as b0 plus b1 into x minus x naught plus b2 into x minus x naught into x minus x1 plus the next term would be b3 into x minus x naught x minus x1 into x minus x2, and the series goes on up to the last term whose coefficient is bn multiplied with the factors x minus x naught x minus x1 up to x minus x sub n minus 1. यहाँ पर इस इक्वेशन में b0, b1, b2 up to bn these are called coefficients of this polynomial equation. और यहाँ पर इस इक्वेशन में a0, a1, a2 up to an ये सारे कोफिशिएंट्स कहलाएंगे इसके. Now we call this equation as alternative form of this equation because we can always derive this first equation from this second equation. इसको थोड़ा सा आसानी से समझने के लिए इसको हम थोड़ा स्पेसिफिक कर देते हैं. If we substitute the value of n is equals to 2 into this equation, that would be x minus x sub 2 minus 1, that would be x minus x1. So we will take the terms whose last factor is x minus x1. So we will get b0 plus b1 x minus x naught plus b2 x minus x naught into x minus x1 for n is equals to 2. Okay, now if you multiply all these terms together and rearrange them, तो हमारे पास एक ये parenthesis के अंदर एक्सप्रेशन आ जाएगी, एक ये पैरेंथेसिस के अंदर एक्सप्रेशन आ जाएगी मल्टीप्लाइड विद वेरिएबल x प्लस b2 मल्टीप्लाइड विद एक्स स्क्वायर. b2 जो है वो एक्स स्क्वायर का कोफिशिएंट है, x का जो कोफिशिएंट है वो जो पैरेंथेसिस के अंदर एक्सप्रेशन लिखी हुई है b1 माइनस b2 x नॉट माइनस b2 x1. यहाँ पर b1, b2, x1 और x नॉट ये जो वैल्यूज़ हैं ये सारी गिवन है. सो if you calculate this we'll get a real number. Similarly, the expression in this parenthesis b0 minus b1 x naught plus b2 x naught x1 जो भी नंबर्स यहाँ पर गिवन है b0, b1, x1, x naught ये सारे गिवन है. तो अगर हम इसको कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो कोई एक फिक्स्ड रियल नंबर मिलेगा. सो वी कैन राइट दिस एक्सप्रेशन एज a0 प्लस a1x प्लस a2x स्क्वायर. यहाँ पर a0 की जो वैल्यू है वो हमने सब्सटीट्यूट की है b0 माइनस b1 x नॉट प्लस b2 x नॉट x1. a1 की जो वैल्यू है वो है b1 माइनस b2 x नॉट माइनस b2 x1. ठीक है, और जो लास्ट टर्म है a2 that would be equals to b2. So we can see here clearly that we can always derive this form from this second form. So from this onwards we will be considering the alternative form of the polynomial equation. Now let's consider the general form of nth order polynomial. यहाँ पर हमारे पास discrete data given है. We are given the value of x which is x0, x1, x2 up to xn and their corresponding function value. इस इक्वेशन में x0, x1 up to xn minus 1 ये सारी वैल्यूज़ हमें given है. The value of b0, b1, b2 up to bn they are not known. So अगर हम x की वैल्यू x0 सब्सटीट्यूट करेंगे इस इक्वेशन में तो जो हमारा ये सेकेंड टर्म है that would be x0 minus x0 that would be 0. So this b1 x minus x naught will go to 0 and all the other terms in front of it they all have x minus x naught. तो यहाँ पर भी ये 0 हो जाएगा, नेक्स्ट टर्म में भी 0 हो जाएगा. तो सारे जो टर्म्स हैं आगे ये सारे 0 हो जाएंगे. सो इफ यू सब्सटीट्यूट x इज इक्वल्स टू x नॉट वी विल गेट वैल्यू ऑफ b नॉट विच इज इक्वल्स टू f ऑफ x नॉट. Similarly, if we substitute x is equals to x1 into this equation, we will get b1 x1 minus x naught plus b2 x1 minus x naught into x1 minus x1. So this will go to 0, and all other terms in front of it, they also have this factor x minus x1, so all of them will also be equals to 0. So we'll be only left with f of x1 is equals to b naught, which is equals to f of x naught plus b1 into x1 minus x naught. So if we simplify this, we can get value of b1, which is equals to f of x1 minus f of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught. Now we can write this quotient as f of x1 comma x naught and call this number as the first finite divided difference. Similarly, if we substitute x is equals to x2 into this equation, we will get b naught plus b1 x2 minus x naught plus b2 x2 minus x naught x2 minus x1, and the next term would be b3 x2 minus x naught x2 minus x1 into x2 minus x2. So the next term will be 0, and all the terms in front of it, they will always equals to 0. So we can get the value of b2 if we substitute x is equals to x2 into this equation by simplifying it, and that will be equals to this expression. Now you can see that in the numerator, this first term can be written as the first finite difference of x1 and x2, and the second can be written as the first finite difference of x1 and x naught divided by x2 minus x naught. We can represent this quotient as f of x2 comma x1 comma x naught, and we call this number as second finite divided difference. Similarly, if we substitute x is equals to xn into this equation, we can obtain the value of the last coefficient, which is bn, and that can be represented as f of xn comma xn minus 1 up to the terms x1 and x naught, and we call this number as nth finite divided difference. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि जो f of x1 का x naught है फर्स्ट फाइनाइट डिवाइडेड डिफरेंस, इसको हम किस तरह से इवेल्युएट कर रहे हैं? फंक्शन वैल्यू एट फर्स्ट वेरिएबल माइनस फंक्शन वैल्यू एट सेकेंड वेरिएबल डिवाइडेड बाय फर्स्ट वेरिएबल माइनस सेकेंड वेरिएबल. सो इन जनरल फॉर्म, the first finite divided difference can be written as f of xi comma xj is equals to f of xi minus f of xj divided by xi minus xj. Similarly, you can see that the second finite divided difference, इसको हम किस तरह से लिख रहे हैं? The first finite difference of f of x2 and x1 minus first finite difference of f of x1 and x naught divided by the first variable minus the last variable. So the general form of the second finite divided difference can be written as f of xi xj xk is equals to f of xi xj, which is the first finite difference of xi xj minus first finite divided difference of xj and xk divided by the first variable minus the last variable. Similarly, we can also represent the general form of nth finite divided difference. Now we can fix in all these values of b naught, b1, b2 up to bn into this equation, and we can obtain this polynomial equation, and we call this polynomial equation as Newton's polynomial. Okay, let's take an example. We want to compute the value of natural logarithm of 2 using 3 data points, and these data points are given as x0 is equals to 1, x1 is equals to 4, and x2 is equals to 6, and their corresponding function values f of x0, f of x1 and f of x2 are also given. Let's take the general form of nth order polynomial, which is written as b0 plus b1 into x minus x0 plus b2 into x minus x0 into x minus x1 up to the last term, whose coefficient is bn. Now, as I told you that this general nth order polynomial is good for n plus 1 discrete data points, right? So how many data points are given? यहाँ पर हमारे पास 3 data points given है. So we can always write, we will take second order polynomial equation that would be good for 2 plus 1 discrete data points, which is 3 data points. So we will take n is equals to 2 and write down this equation for n is equals to 2, which is represented as f2x is equals to b0 plus b1 x minus x0 plus b2 x minus x0 into x minus x1. अब इस इक्वेशन में x0 और x1 की वैल्यू तो ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर टेबल से हमें गिवन है. हमें मालूम करनी है b0, b1 और b2 की जो वैल्यूज़ हैं. हाउ वी कैन डू दैट? वी कैन डू इट बाय सॉल्विंग दी finite divided differences. First finite divided difference, second finite divided difference. जिसका फार्मूला अभी हमने ड्राइव किया था. So we will fit in the values of x0, x1 and x2 and their corresponding function values into these quotients. We will notice that the value of b0 is equals to 0, which is the function value at x0, which can be computed as log of x0, right? And the value of b1 would be equals to 0.462098, and value of the coefficient b2 is equals to minus 0.051873. Now we'll substitute all the required values, which is x0, x1, b0, b1 and b2 into this equation. We will get a polynomial equation in variable x. Now we call this as the second order Newton's polynomial, right? Now if we want to calculate the value of natural logarithm of 2, we have to choose x is equals to 2 into this equation. So we'll substitute x is equals to 2, we will get logarithm of 2, which is equals to the polynomial equation evaluated at x is equals to 2. Substitute the value on the right hand side, x is equals to 2, and when we compute this expression, we will notice that the value of logarithm of 2 is 0.565844.